Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages and sizes, I am back and we are here taking our very first look at my main man, QUICKSILVER, the hot dog eating savage in his brand spanking new Summer Days uniform. As you can see, this time QUICKSILVER has returned to us sporting shorts and sandals in one of the most expensive uniforms in the game. If you're logging in today and you're wondering why is this uniform listed in the shop for 1750 crystals compared to the other uniforms for QUICKSILVER where they were 1050, that is because this is a seasonal uniform and these uniforms do not go on sale. We saw that last year where Cable's Summer Days uniform came out. They never put it on sale and it disappeared from the shop and it did not come back until this year. And when it came back this year, it still was not on sale. So it looks like they're trying to get you for the full cost of the uniform when it comes to these summer uniforms. And I believe they're going to do the exact same thing for winter uniforms as well. So be careful when you purchase these uniforms, because before you purchase them, you need to consider that these characters already have uniforms and they might be just as good and they're cheaper because they go on sale for 1050 versus these ones that you have to pay full cost for at 1750 crystals. That extra 700 you can put towards a deluxe package or buying another uniform for another character that could take them from the bottom of the game to the very tippity top. Okay, so today what I'm going to do, instead of jumping into World Boss, Legend and whatnot and clearing content with Summer Days, I'm actually going to do a comparison between Marvel Legacy and Uncanny Avengers, because I want to see what the damage and survivability difference looks like between these two uniforms and the Summer Days, to see if it's actually worth the extra 700 crystals that you're going to have to fork over if you want it. Because looks aside, right, we need to make sure it has the substance, because this and the Cable uniform are now the two most expensive uniforms in the game, which is actually crazy because Dr. Doom's uniform natively without the sale would be 2500 crystals. You would think that would be the most expensive uniform in the game, that, Thanos and Jean Grey, because those uniforms natively when they're not on sale would be 2500, but they do go on sale. So when you're buying them, you should always be buying them on sale, versus these two that never go on sale and only come around at special moments. All right, so you need to keep that in mind. So we're gonna jump in with Pietro. The builds for the uniforms are very similar. We're gonna take him for a couple runs against Null and Mephisto, and I want to see what the clear speed and the survivability looks like between these three uniforms to give you guys some insight in regards to what you could possibly hope to achieve with this uniform when you pick it up. I'm going to show you the uniform options as well in case you want to plan out your purchases. So the first option is Black Widow, the second one is Doctor Strange, the third one is Captain America. Oh my gosh, this one is really old. This is scummy to put in here, to be honest. Well, I guess if everybody's been playing, they'll have this one because this was the best uniform for Cap at a time. But boy, they're going far back with this one. This was definitely deliberately put in here to just try and sell a really dusty uniform. Anyways, next one is Loki, and then finally is Sabretooth, which is actually really bad because this is like as premium as the uniforms get, because you have to buy Sabretooth's bios for crystals. So yikes, man, yikes. Anyways, we're gonna jump in. We're rocking Pietro with a CTP of Rage. I feel like some of you guys are going to want to try him with energy, and I might. However, QUICKSILVER, if you want to do the most damage possible and get his tier 3 up on the second rotation, you kind of have to cancel all of his skills, or at least cancel the majority of them. So you're going to do 3 cancel, 5 cancel, 2 cancel, 1 cancel, proc on 4, and then 2 cancel, 1 cancel, and then the next rotation you go 3 and then 5 and then your tier 3. Like it could get tricky, and I feel like with all the hits that's going on, you'll see, with all the hits that's going on, it's going to be really difficult to keep your proc. Keep in mind, this is just an early look and a comparison, so once we play with him more, we'll figure out a tighter rotation for him. But for now, my focus is giving you guys a clear picture, a clear image in your mind of what the difference is between these two uniforms and this Summer Days, because the cost is very, very real. Okay, so for this comparison, we're going to be running stage 20, and we're going to be using Winter Soldier's lead with the Thing, because the Thing has an insight on him. Obviously, Quicksilver is not a member of the Fantastic Four, so Thing is not doing anything besides that, okay? All right, let's do this, boys. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 2, 1, 3, 5, 4 again, and then tier 3, because we want to get the tier 3 up on the second rotation every time. So to do that, we have to squeeze in as many skills as possible. So we're gonna go 2, 1, 3, 5, 4 here. Tier 3 is a little off. We're able to use the tier 3 to skip the cage there. I think the second cage is coming up right now, but it's fine. We just have to keep building his tier 3, because that's where the bulk of the damage truly comes from. You can see that's when the bar really starts to move. All right, so we pop the tier 3 here. Now I know Rage is not the best CTP for War Boss Legend because of Pierce and whatnot. However, what we need to keep in mind is how the character functions. It would be really, really, really tricky to keep the rotation super tight and clean with a CTP of energy. And what I want to see is like consistently what the difference in damage looks like between the 3 uniforms. After that, I'll figure out like what's the best CTP for him. All right, boys, let's see if this thing can actually keep up with the new one. Okay, we got pushed back, which is fine. I think they should have tweaked the percentages on the new uniform if they wanted it to be like a lot better. Because having to use all his skills, the forward skill cooldown time is usually what throws everything off for me. Okay, tier 3. Another tier 3. Should be able to get the 50% here. Okay, I wanted to squeeze in. Okay, decent damage. So next rotation we should be able to. Oof. Ooh, I thought we could push him down in the next rotation. So it looks like it's gonna be about 30 seconds slower. Yeah, because the majority of the damage is coming directly from the tier 3. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, about 30 seconds slower. Alright, boys, so Marvel Legacy. Let's find out what the difference looks like between these uniforms. Let's go. Okay, we got pushed back. Okay. Looks like the one thing that we can consistently rely on is the tier 3. Okay. We're about to get caught up here. Yep, we got caught up. It's fine. We'll do 3. Then right into, yep, tier 3, do 4, 5, okay. Percentages are lined up nicely. The next rotation should give us the tier 3 right on the proc. Okay. I'm not really a fan of this whole like chaotic play style. I'm really not. It's like you're constantly like spamming the skills. It's not for me. So as much as as much as I love Pietro, I just don't like this rotation at all. Like even if you're even 1 second slower, like on putting up the skills when you need to, it can really delay everything. Okay. And this one is only a few seconds behind the one that came before it. So like 10 seconds difference between the purple one, aka the Marvel Legacy one you're looking at right now, and the Uncanny. But then overall, it looks like it's about 40 seconds behind the newest uniform. Alright guys, so we're gonna run stage 15 here against Mephisto. Try to kill him twice, break him in the first phase, and then kill him the second time. And then we're gonna do that with all three of these uniforms. I could go higher, but for time, I don't want to keep you guys here for a 30-minute video testing Quicksilver. So that's why we're doing it this way, okay? Alright, let's do it. One thing about Quicksilver that kind of sucks for Mephisto is he hits too many times. Like he has too many little small hits that don't do enough damage. And when you do that to Mephisto, all you're really doing is building up his rage meter, pissing him off, and then he just does that disc phase where you have to run around and summon Doctor Strange and whatnot, right? And because you have to use all of his skills, you're constantly like enraging Mephisto, and then you have to do this multiple times throughout the fight. Whereas if he had like one or two really strong skills like Falcon and whatnot, like Falcon takes one tier 3 to melt this. So the fact that we're gonna have to use 2 tier 3s from Quicksilver, yikes. It's kind of yikes. But this is the old uniform, so we'll have to save our judgment for the new one. I will say though, new or old, his survivability comes into question against Mephisto. Even with his being a speed type, having an advantage. See if we can push phase here, or is he gonna die? Oof, he almost died. It's like he already pushed Mephisto back into this phase again. Too many little hits, man. The chip damage doesn't work against this, man. Okay, I gotta be careful. Nice. Okay, got him. I think I'm just gonna call it at 2 minutes. I think that should give us a decent idea of the damage. And then he died in his tier 3. Beautiful. So we're gonna say 155. Yeah, probably maybe he will get another bar or maybe 2 off. But yeah, that's kind of yikes with old uniform. Alright boys, let's see if this Uncanny Avengers uniform is the real deal. Let's find out. I will tell you one thing. Quicksilver really struggles against Mephisto, which is actually kind of comical considering the fact that he has a type advantage against the man. But he dies really quickly. Like 2 or 3 hits from Mephisto, he's dead. You would think he's a freaking combat character. The way how he's getting wrecked by a blast character. It's crazy. But it's because of the fact that Pietro relies heavily on dodging to stay alive, and Mephisto seems to have like 100% or pretty close to it ignore dodge. I feel like he has 70% natively. So yeah, let's just rush in, do that, get a little bit of damage and get the tier 3 bumping. Okay, we might get killed. We gotta run out of there. Okay, 1, 2, then he's gonna do the circle thing. I'm gonna dodge that, then I'm gonna hit him with the tier 3, and hopefully we're gonna push phase. Nope, we did not, but we triggered his rage, which is just freaking wonderful. It's not actually, because now we're like, oof, barely able to scrape by there and get that. I'm barely able to scrape by and get it. Okay. Can I? Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, man. He takes so much damage. You would think the way he's taking damage, bro, you would think this man is a freaking combat character, bro. He's getting wrecked. He's about to, yeah, he died again. Nah, I ain't even with it. I ain't even with it, boys. All right, boys, let's find out if this one can actually impress us, because the last two, they've kind of been disappointing, to say the least. Struggling to do damage, taking 2 tier 3s, and then like struggling to stay alive. But that is, it's not a good look, you know. Okay, so 25 seconds to break him. That's actually significantly faster than what it took us last time. It was taking us like 45-50 seconds. Okay, that's actually really good. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, the damage. Yeah, the damage on the skills are natively just way better. Can we actually kill him? Ooh, in this phase? Ooh, we got greedy and he might die. So in like 1 minute, I think he's doing like almost double the damage. Wow, in 1 minute he got down so much further than he was in like 2 minutes with the purple uniform. So there's that, but like the survivability is still kind of dicey against Mephisto. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Oh yeah, so he's doing way more damage. But I think he's gonna die here. Oh no, he managed to maneuver around it. Beautiful. $15 bars. He's in a rage now, so not bad. In the allotted 2 minutes, he's done a lot more. Wow. I'm just gonna try and kill him with the tier 3, to be honest. I'm not even gonna try and play with that. Okay, so yeah, he's doing better. I still think his survivability is kind of dicey, but you can see for yourself, he went from struggling to do damage against Mephisto. Well, should I say struggling? I feel like struggling is the right word, right? Because he was dying because he wasn't doing enough damage to cut through the phases fast enough. And then now with this uniform, he's cutting through the phases, and because of that, it's allowing him to stay alive for longer. But as you go higher, I feel like, yeah, his value might fall off. I'm going to have to test him compared to Winter Soldier, Falcon, and the other speed metas to see where he sits. However, in my opinion, I don't know right now. I don't know if this one is one you should be jumping out to buy for the cost that's attached to it. It's kind of iffy, man. Let me test it some more and I'll get back to you guys. But from what you saw, you can make a decision. Okay, I'm not your parent. I'm just here to guide you. All right, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.